Yo, what's the deal, y'all? The CEO. I'm clocking in to the first episode of me doing a stream. Got my boy Jacob, aka Coach Moore in the building. I got him on this Pistons Draft Talk podcast. So if y'all clocked in, having fun making that paper with me, thank you for tapping in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube. And he may have one coming out too soon, so make sure y'all tap in with that. So you can tell the people who you are, bro.
Coach Moore. Cut it. But no, Coach J for real. Basketball coach. Podcast coming out, built to last, coming out super soon. Just getting the logistics down for it. Pretty open from there.
Okay. Now I've known Jay for a minute, and he know ball too. So we gonna get right into it. Who do you feel that the Pistons need in the draft, or give me your top five to start prospect wise?
So actually, it's one prospect that I kind of just was watching, and I've been watching the last couple of days. I've been looking at his stats, and it's Taylor Kendricks from UCF, the freshman.
Mm-hmm.
6'9", 210. He can defend. He a good 3-and-D. He can shoot the ball, and I feel like he got a huge upside too. Super young, 19. So it's just like I feel like he can fit in the mold of where the Pistons will be at, just because. Like I said, it gives the Pistons some versatility and it gives them some height by being 6'9". He can actually guard multiple positions. I know he probably wouldn't be a traditional four, probably be more of a three because of his weight, but 6'9" that can defend and shoot the ball. He a safe bet for me. You also got the kid from Villanova in Houston, but I'm really high on that kid, Taylor Kendricks. I watched his pre-draft workouts. And I also watched some of his game from UCF this season, so I like him a lot. He's kind of my sleeper in the draft for the fifth pick.
No, it's crazy you say that because like on my list, he the best shooter from three. I think he's shooting like 40% from three. I like Taylor Hendricks a lot. When they played Houston, he was doing Jarris Walker Bowl a little bit, so I like him. Recent reports though, they say that I'm looking on my list right now. They saying Cannon Whitmore dropped like on our big board, on the Pistons big board. They were saying that he didn't have a good workout with us and whatnot. How do you feel about him though? Because they like he shoots 34% from three, but they're saying he's just a slasher though. So you think we need that, or would you rather pick a shooter?
I'm more of a spacing guy. I like people that can. I like 3-and-D. So like 34%. That's not nothing that can be fixed, and with the proper training and everything. But
right.
For me, a slasher is not something that would really fit the mold for the Pistons. For me, as we got Cade and we got JaylenHTV, I feel like we need people that can space the floor when they get in drive and bringing the defense to them, and the penetration, the kick. So I feel like we need more of a 3-point presence that can play defense too.
Okay, so that means you don't like the Thompson twins then?
To see the Thompson twins, they are right to me. They're not high on my list. I would pick them more so like close to 8 to 10, just because, like I said, I do prioritize shooting and defense. As I like people that can space the floor. I don't like people that's kind of like you could condemn the floor down. I think that was one of the biggest problems with the Cavs this year and other aspects. But they backcourt, their front court couldn't shoot the ball, and they showed in the playoffs. So I just like people that got length, that can play defense, and can also shoot the three too.
So how you feel about the Thompson twins going 4 and 5? Because I think Houston is very big on. I think it's Amen Thompson. They're real big on him. So if he go 4, would you want the Pistons to take Asir, or do you? Because he's a better off ball twin. The other one was playing point. Amen was playing point for real. So if we get Asir, would you mind having him, or are you just like you stuck on Taylor?
I like Taylor a lot. I feel like Taylor got I think because this draft is so after the top 2, it's kind of so top 3. It's so suspect. I think Taylor Kendrick. We're gonna look back probably like 3-4 years from now, like okay, he had probably the biggest upside from this draft, besides Victor Scoot and Brandon Miller. I do like Taylor Kendrick. He opened my eyes a lot. I didn't really hear a lot about him, but as I was going through the pre-draft players that was potentially be able to get drafted, who the Pistons were looking at, he definitely opened my eyes to a lot. So I like him. I'm really high on him.
So what's your spill with Jarris Walker? Because I think he is high on the Pistons draft board. Like a lot of people, I think he's the best defender, I believe. Well, I think he's the best defender at the 5, and then Taylor's number 2. But Taylor can score more. But Jarris Walker didn't have to score at Houston because they had all those guards.
I think that's with Houston, and it's kind of, I think that's more of a similar situation with Devin Booker when he was in Kentucky. When you got all those strong profile players that you don't really have to do as much, a lot of your game hasn't been seen, if that makes sense. Like I think that's what his biggest downfall is. But I am high on him. I do feel like he should be a top 7 pick in the draft. I wouldn't be okay. I'll put it like this: I wouldn't be mad if the Pistons drafted him. I wouldn't be mad. It wouldn't upset me one bit. It wouldn't. And now if they drafted one of the Thompson twins, it's like I feel like they could have did better. But with Walker, I like him. I like him being the Pistons pick. I just think, like I said, Taylor Kendrick, he's really, really high on my list. Watching him play, watching how he defend, watching how he shoot, and he can score all 3 levels. He can finish at the rim, and he can shoot the free throw. I mean, his free throw number was like 74, 75% from the line. But like I said, with training and everything, that number go up. That 39% from the 3 is something that's really like I like that. And you can play defense. You can play defense. That translates anywhere.
So if the Pistons, I'm about to send this link out too. But if the Pistons could draft 3 players, who would you want?
So I like Taylor Kendricks, Jarris Walker. Man, I'm still, I'm just hoping the Pistons can do something that can just, get drive and go up so they can pick Brandon Miller. I do like Brandon Miller a lot. I really wanted Brandon Miller before the draft lottery came out. So that's my top 3 for the Pistons. Even though it's looking highly unlikely for the Pistons for Brandon Miller, I really liked Brandon Miller with the Pistons.
Brandon Miller, though, I don't think that Brandon Miller gonna drop that low.
Oh no! I mean, if we were just talking about just my top 3 players, then that would be my 3. But if we talk about the players that's gonna be available, I might have to just throw us one of the Thompson twins in there for that 3rd one. But I mean, just my top 3 overall, Brandon Miller would be in that top 3, no order either.
Okay, I can live with that. So if we trade down, they got Grady Dick from Kansas in there. He was a baller. I like him. Anthony Black. They got Cason Wallace from Kentucky. It's a few players, and dude from Indiana, the point guard, JaylenHTV or whatever. I kept seeing him. Would you trade down for any of those players?
I like the guard from Kansas. He got a grit, and his game is similar. It reminds me a lot of Austin Reeves' game when he was at Oklahoma. I like him.
Okay.
I do like Grady Dick though. So I think if we trade it down, that'd be one player I would like him because I feel like he'd be a scoring punch off the bench for Cade or Jaden Ivey.
Okay, I can get with that. Who would you trade to get that though?
If we trade up?
We're not going to trade up. I don't think the Pistons are going to trade up this year. If we trade down, what are you willing to give up for that?
That's the thing with the Pistons.
Do you trade? I seen the thing on Twitter. I think it's like the 9th and 16th pick from, I think it was Utah. A trade with Utah. Would you want the 9th and 16th, or do you want to stay inside the lottery?
I would try to stay inside the lottery. I feel like a team like us being so like we finish so far down, unless it's like a big trade that can like change our trajectory real big, I feel like we should just stay in the lottery, honestly. But if we were to trade down, I don't know. Like I said, The Pistons got a lot of needs, really not a lot of needs. I feel like we were K getting injured. That really changed a lot of our plans for this upcoming season. So I feel like if we get a good wing that can defend and shoot the ball well, with Monty Williams coming in, I feel like we should be fine. So I honestly wouldn't trade down. I wouldn't. If only thing I would do, I would try to get a higher pick if anything. I wouldn't try to trade down.
I wouldn't trade down. I don't think. Oh man, I don't want to give up nobody. I'm looking at these lists. I don't want to trade nobody, man. Like, would you trade?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, who would you trade for and stuff like that?
And that's the hard part. Like, I'm looking at the rosters, I'm looking at the picks and everything. It's like, I don't know. Like Bojan, he's not worth that. I feel like he's worth something bigger, like a more of a veteran player that can get his win now potential. Or like I said, if we can trade him, if we can package him in the 5th pick and try to move up, perfect. I honestly feel like they could probably do that if they want to keep Dame and they want some presence to actually get Portland better. I feel like we could package the 5th pick and Bojan for the 3rd pick. That could potentially be something that if I was Troy Weaver, I would look at and try to see what Portland is talking about. Because like I said, Dame is committed to actually being in Portland. So I feel like by giving them the 5th pick, they're not leaving out of the lottery. They give them a win now player that can help their team get better, and overall he helps the Pistons getting the player that we should get. So if I was Troy Weaver, I would probably try to look into that.
Would you? So if you hypothetical, we did trade up. Are you taking B. Miller? Or are you taking Scoot?
B. Miller. That's it. I wouldn't take Scoot because I thought that's too. Scoot is a player that has generational talent written over him, and I feel like that'll hinder his growth with K, Jaden, and him there. So I feel like Brandon Miller is a better fit for the Pistons. Man, not necessarily not necessarily the better player, but the better fit. That's why I think that. Go ahead.
Do you think that if we got Brandon Miller, that we wouldn't go for a small forward in free agency this summer?
So you say if we got Brandon Miller, we try to go for a small forward in free agency this
summer? Yeah, these are all hypotheticals because like whoever we draft, they're going to be a 3. I'm pretty sure they're going to be a 3. You know what I mean?
Hey, so, I feel like we shouldn't. If we were able to hypothetically move up and to get Brandon Miller, I feel like we shouldn't try to go get. Well, I feel like we should try to get 3 in the free agency, but I feel like we should just get more depth behind those positions because, like I said, Brandon Miller I feel like Brandon Miller is the next coming of Jason Tatum. I like Brandon Miller game a lot, and it's crazy. No, it's crazy. I know it's crazy.
Oh man!
Hear me out. Brandon Miller is 6'9". He can put the ball on the ground. He can finish at the rim, and he can shoot. Now, with Nate Oates and the Alabama offense, a lot of that isn't shown. So, with the better space in the NBA, him being able to more create his own shot, I feel like that would be serve him wonders. And young like 19, 20. Like I said, that's just like a
hey. You see Boogie in here, don't you?
Yeah.
Is he gonna talk?
I'm eating, my bad.
Oh, you good. That Tatum one is crazy though, man.
I feel like he got it written over him. Like it's. I mean, like I said, I watch it. I see him. I see players a lot, and I just see like what he can progress to be. I'm not necessarily saying he's going to beat Tatum, but I feel like he got the potential to be Jason Tatum. I think I should chose my words a little better. The potential to be actually a Jason Tatum X player. But it depends on where he goes. It honestly depends on fit. I mean, that's what a lot of players do. The fit matters a lot of times. That's why I feel like Scoot Henderson, it just crowd up the backcourt. We don't need that. That's stunting the growth for our 2 cornerstone guards.
Would you have Scoot come off the bench if he was here? Because this is gonna sound crazy. If you watch Cade Cunningham in college, he's 6'6", 6'7".
He a 3.
He was shooting for real. K's a 3 or a 2 guard. He a 2 or 3. I would have said move K to the 3 if his shot was how it used to be. Because I know his shot been off a little bit. If Cade could shoot, would you have run a backcourt with Scoot and Jaden Ivey, or you would have made Scoot come off the bench?
See, that's interesting. I would probably start Scoot and it'd be Scoot, Jaden Ivey, and Cade at 3. Mm. I like I said, I do like Scoot. I feel like before, the 7'5" freak nature of Victor Wembanyama came, I liked him at number 1. In any other draft, Scoot would be number 1. And just you got that generational talent of a player like his caliber coming in like that. So you just kind of roll with that with Victor. But with Scoot, I would definitely start Scoot, Jaden, and Cade. That's probably be the best front court in the league in the next 4 or 5 years.
Oh man, you sound like she.
I mean, no, but seriously though, like a backcourt of Scoot, Jaden Ivey, and Cade Cunningham in the next 4 to 5 years, you can't tell me backcourts that's going to be potentially better than that. Especially with so much uncertainty behind Boston coming up, the Warriors going down, and then you got the Kings. I mean, you look at these.
I think Boston going down backcourt wise.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Guard. Yeah, you need a point guard, and Marcus Smart not in for it, honestly.
What you think, Boogie? You think they'd be top 5 if that was to happen?
Top 5 in the East.
Jay Moore said the league. I think
top 5 in the league. 4 to 5.
I mean, it's not going to happen because we're not going to even.
Saying 4 or 5 years. Yeah. Even right now, we have. I'm not going to say potential because we've seen the potential, but as far as what we have now, like if they were healthy, I truly do believe we would have been a strong play-in 8th seed with the potential to knock out Boston.
I made a bet with my man. He was like, "We're not going to win 35 games." I'm like, "We won 17 with backups." You feel me? Like Cade played 1 month. I think it was 1.5 months or something.
1.5.
Yeah, and then once you start losing, everybody else start not playing. Everybody get hurt. I feel like whoever we get at 5, you can't go wrong with. It is no way to mess up the 5th pick to me if we keep it. Do you think I don't know. Do you think we can mess that up? I don't think we can mess that up.
I feel like I said, for me, that Taylor Kendrick skip, I feel like if we do not draft him, we gonna mess up not getting him. It might not happen, and we might end up drafting him like if we can get some picks later in the draft, we might end up drafting him later. I really like that kid, and I feel like he has one of the higher upsides in this draft.
I low key want him. I like Cam Whitmore because he could dunk a lot. We don't have no dunkers on the team like that.
Besides Jalen Duren.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna run the wing and catch no backdoor oop. I mean, he could, but it's gonna be real slow. I want the Thompsons win, bro. I said I didn't months ago, but I want the Thompsons win, man. They say he had they've been saying that he has the most upside out of everybody in the draft, and that's including Big Dog, Scoot, and Brandon.
See, like I said, me personally, I would prioritize 3 and D. I need players. If I'm constructing a roster, I need predominantly players that can play defense and shoot 3. Mm-hmm. With a good competent guard. I feel like the Pistons have the foundation. Literally, you got from the coach to the roster they have right now. You have a great foundation to be a playoff team in the next year or two. I mean, like I said, with the new CBA, a lot of these teams in the East are going to start breaking up. I honestly don't like the new CBA, but with the new CBA, you got teams about to start breaking up. Like I said, Boston about to implode. If they don't get better, they going to implode. Jaylen Brown will definitely want out of there. And like I said, it's just so much uncertainty between the top and the bottom. So I feel like the Pistons should be a playoff team by this. If they're not a play-in team this year, they're for sure to be a play-in playoff team by 24-25 season.
They talking about giving Jaylen Brown the super max.
Yeah, they about to keep him over there. I mean, I get it, but then again, though, they don't have no point guard over there. Al Horford's getting old. I don't care what nobody say. He's almost 40.
They don't have anything over there.
Rob Williams ain't played the same since last year.
Mm-hmm.
Just he got hurt. But to the playoff statement though, I think it all depends because this to my next question is perfect to my next question. Who do y'all want in free agency if y'all could pick between you got Kuzma, Cam Johnson, Jeremy Grant, Gary Trent just opted in. Gary Trent opted into his deal, so we can't. He opted back in. So you got Kuzma, Jeremy Grant, Draymond Green. I mean, that probably won't happen, but
I think Kuzma, to be honest, he has the most upside. Not saying nobody else does, but for our team, he does.
How you feel about Jeremy Grant? Because that's been people been saying it again. He come back and like Troy Weaver actually liked him, man. So would you want him back or would you rather him not come back?
I think he'll clog it up.
I can see that.
And that's one of our main problems. They be clogging stuff up.
He older now too, so I mean, maybe he wouldn't. But then again, though, like between him and Kuzma, the only issue with Kuzma is, bro, he don't play no defense.
Man, all the free agents this year don't have defense.
Yeah, I feel like with the Pistons, prioritizing defense, it shouldn't be their main concern. I think we got a lot of decent defenders. Mm-hmm. I think we should get more people. I think we get more people that does the intangibles and the scoring punch off the bench.
So we do need some scorers, though. I want Cam Johnson, but he's a restricted free agent. So if we get him, we got to trade for him.
Yeah, the Nets gonna probably match anything we offer them.
Who would you trade for him, though?
Cam played a 4. That's hard. I mean, I would give up Marvin Bagley. That son of a gun can get up out of here.
Man, Marvin Bagley, you got to give somebody else though. You might have to give up Bojan.
Yeah, might have to give up, but that's the thing.
I think Bojan's gonna be out of here.
Yeah, Bojan's out of here. I think Troy Weaver gonna package that 5th pick in him and try to go get a top 3 pick. I feel like if it's not the number 1, you can literally get the 2nd or 3rd pick with the 5th and Bo. I just feel like you can. I feel like he's going to try it. It might not happen, but I feel like he's going to try it. I feel like you can get the 3rd or 2nd pick with him and the 5th pick packaged. I don't feel like he's going to be. He's not going to remain a Piston for sure.
I want to trade down. I want to go like 7, 10, 8, 11.
See,
trading up gonna be too hard, bro.
If like I said, with Portland has so much uncertainty. Like I said, Dame wants to stay there, but Dame also wants to win. Dame also know a rookie coming in more than likely is not gonna help him in the West.
That's true.
So I feel like Portland's best interest is to trade down to get a player that can help Dame now. So if you package the 5th and him together, I feel like that's a perfect trade for the Pistons. And we try to probably take on the 3rd pick and like Cam Reddish.
Oh, I love Cam Reddish, bro.
Yeah, I
love Cam, but Cam's so dang inconsistent, bro.
It's the situation he's in. Get drafted to Atlanta. Coming into Atlanta.
He was hooping there though in the playoffs.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing.
He was hooping in the playoffs. That was it, though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, when you get drafted to a team that's playoff teams, it's like Keegan Murray. If Keegan Murray didn't do what he did against the Warriors, they would try to say, trade Keegan Murray. He's a rookie. Remember, the first 2 games against Golden State, he was playing so bad. And towards the tail end of the series, he was really getting it going.
Yeah, they the Wizards had offered to trade for him for Bradley Beal, and they said no. Now, I probably would have said yeah because like it's Bradley Beal, but they said no because they see the upside in Keegan, so that's understandable for sure. I get that. Mm-hmm. It's I don't know, bro. That's a lot to trade for that 3rd pick. I said on Twitter, and people can laugh at me. I'm not trading Cade, Ivy, Dorn, or Stewart. They be cooking Stewart. I'm not trading Isaiah Stewart, bro.
I was the one saying that you trade Isaiah Stewart, honestly.
Because I can't do it, bro.
It's clogged. I feel like with Isaiah Stewart, with the Pistons, you got him, you got Duran, you got James Wiseman. James Wiseman's gonna be good for the Pistons. Who else coming in? Who else in there? I just feel like it's clogged right now with that front court. It's a clog in the paint.
Well, he can come up. Well, so who would you start? So give me. You got K. Ivy, 5th pick or free agent. Who's your 4? Because my 4 is Stewart. Then I'm going Duran. Unless you want to run them 2 big lineups with him and Wiseman.
That's the thing. I don't, like I said, I like 3 and D. And with Isaiah Stewart, his 3 has been getting better. So I would start him. I think the only scenario he wouldn't start is if we somehow, some way was able to steal away Brandon Miller. That's the only way. But,
or maybe he would start because then Bojan would probably be gone.
And Brandon Miller at the 3.
You feel what I'm saying? So Isaiah Stewart playing the 4 is fine. Him playing center, I'm not with it because he's freaking 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah.
But
and I love Jaden Duran. I love Jaden Duran. Like he can't shoot. But he can do everything else. He can do everything else. He can rebound. He runs the rim hard. He plays great defense. He's a great shot blocker. I like him.
I mean, I want Stewart here because he just gritty, bro. Like he the enforcer a little bit. Like he don't really take no stuff for real. If he can get that shot down, he'd be cool. I didn't see them play defense on people. He guards anybody. If you look at his defense, he can guard anybody. Not saying he's gonna lock him up, but he'll go out there and do it. You're not gonna see Wiseman go out there and guard a 2 guard or a 3 guard.
Mm-hmm.
Duran probably could, but
and then Isaiah Stewart definitely brings the grit to the Pistons too. Like he brings that toughness that the Pistons do need. So I can see him. He could be, like I said, he could be the glue guy for the Pistons. I like him there. I feel like he has the most valuable. He's the most valuable from the untouchables, if that makes sense. Like I wouldn't.
Oh no, most definitely.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You don't dare touch Cade, Jaden Ivey, or Jaden Duran. You wouldn't dare even put them in conversations.
Yeah, no.
He's the fourth best.
I think right now, you got the 4 is the 3 for real is Cade, Ivy, and Duran. Those are like our big 3 with the most potential.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Stewart is right next to him, and then after that, you can. If Wiseman shows up, you can add him in there. If Killian Hayes sticks around somehow off the bench, cool. But we need somebody. We got to make a move in free agency. I don't know who it's going to be, but it needs to be someone that can shoot. If Kuzma comes here, oh my God, I promise you I'll be so happy.
If we somehow get Kuzma, that changes the landscape of things. Like I said, we are one veteran piece. Kyle Kuzma is now a vet. That's crazy. It's been 7 years.
I think he's a vet.
Yeah, he's a vet. He got a championship. He's 7 years in the league. Yeah. I
think Kuzma a vet for sure.
But if we get Kuzma, we a vet away from being a playoff team. A vet away from being a playoff team.
I think so. Playing team or actual like top 8?
Playing team. Next year we're a playing team. I think the year after that we'd be top 6. Not top 8, top 6.
Top 6 is crazy.
Top 6. I mean, if we going through the teams, we got Milwaukee, we got Boston. It's not in no order. Milwaukee, we got Boston, we got the Knicks. I'm going on top of my head.
You can put Philly in there.
Philly.
Cleveland. Atlanta.
They got to get John Collins out of there.
Okay, Atlanta. You got Miami still? We can't knock Miami, bro. We can't.
You know what? You're right. You gotta show them respect. They went to the championship. They was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
You gotta
show respect to them. I just feel like the Pistons' grit can get them to the top 6. If Cade take the jump he's supposed to take, Jaden take his jump, and then we get a veteran presence. Like I said, not this next season, but the season after this one, We could be a top 6 team.
Shout out my boy Eli watching this.
Yeah, I don't think a backcourt. Well, Trae Young, like with Trae Young, it hurts so much with Trae Young because Trae Young can't play defense, and with Atlanta, and I think that's their biggest downfall. You get DeJounte Murray, and he's a great defender, but your net rating don't change. You don't really. You actually get kind of worse in a sense. But I think it all starts with John Collins. You got to get him out of here this summer. If you don't trade John Collins this summer, y'all doing yourself a disservice and him a disservice.
So what Piston player, and I'm going to end it with that before I end the broadcast, to your 6 seed thing, what Piston players are going to be the reason why we're in the 6 seed, not named Cade Cunningham?
So I like Jaden Ivey. So I had the pleasure to go to a couple games this season, and I watched the growth from Jaden Ivey, from the bad decisions, the miscues on offense, from the bad timeout he called, and wasn't no more timeouts. And I feel like this season he should be north of 20, like 21 points per game this season.
I could see it.
I like that. And then I also like Jalen Duren with the defensive presence he gonna bring down there. And I feel like he's a 15-10 guy.
I mean, he was doing that. He was doing that last year almost, though, man. Like, you feel me? Off the bench.
Like, exactly that, and that's what I mean. Like, but without Cade, I think the two people that's gonna actually yield the most to getting us to 6 seed is gonna be Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren. Because like I said, Jaden Ivey, I feel like he learned a lot. You got Monty Williams, and then you got Jalen Duren, the defensive presence down there that's gonna do us wonders in the East. And like I said, the East, like I've been saying this, the East is kind of weak.
It is. And then whoever we draft to go back to the draft talk, it's very hard to mess this draft up.
Yeah.
Because everybody was so, stuck on Victor, Scoop, and Brandon Miller. If there's any other draft, Jarris Walker, Cam Whitmore, Taylor Hendricks, the Thompson twins are all going top 3, top 4 at the max, at the minimum.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to it. But shoot, you got anything else you want to say about what you got coming up, bro, with the pod and everything?
Podcast coming out. I'm also an actor. If anybody in here, y'all into Tubi shows, I'm an actor in the Dirty D. Go check it out. Season 2 is every episode is out. I'm about to start getting back into more films and more movies and hopefully some more shows. And like I said, and make sure y'all follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram and everything. I'm dropping inspirational things on there, so y'all just happy with me. I know how hard days get, so y'all can come reach out to me or even see what I put out there, make you feel better out your week. But that's really it.
Real spill. This is the first time we did this too. So like, if y'all couldn't get the link, I'm gonna share it on my YouTube. I'm gonna start doing these more often with this StreamYard thing. So I'm dropping a YouTube video today too. So it'll be episode 8. So make sure y'all go watch that. But appreciate you, my boy, for tapping in, doing the pod and everything. We're gonna do this again too. Get some more people in here next time. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'm clocking out. Coach Jay and Jay Moore. What else? The actor, the superstar, all that extra stuff. He can't throw oops though. You feel me? But like that's
I got you a good one. I got you a good one yesterday, man. Got you a good one up there.
He did. It's all love. I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna talk to y'all soon.
All right, my boy.